Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 5 controversial horse topics in the horse world and my opinion on them. So, let's go.
No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. Can somebody save me, save me?
Back. Dang it. Okay, so that failed clip was me feeding him, and it was perfect and beautiful, but my camera fell on the ground, so how lovely. Alright, now that the horses are fed, I'm going to start talking about my number 1 opinion. And the first thing on the list, oh goodness, is bits. Now, if you've ever watched any of my videos, you know that I do use bits. Typically, I use snaffle bits. That's what I'm using right now. Buddy and Rio are fine with them. The main thing with a bit is communication, first of all, and then also brakes. That is very important. Now, it does not mean that you need a bit to have those things. People use hackamores, people use bitless, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem with the controversy in that subject is that some people think that bits are abuse, and that if you use any type of bit, you're basically the worst person ever, you're basically the worst horse person ever. That's essentially what they're saying. They're saying that you hate your horse, super abusive, they hate it, whatever. Now, I will say that you can be abusive with a bit. It is possible. Just like it is possible to be abusive with bitless as well as a hackamore. They are tools, and they do not become abusive until the person makes them that way. And that's the thing. Now, I will say there are some bits out there that are really harsh that even with softest hands in the world, they are made for complete control, and that is not what we want. It's a partnership. So, I will say that I disagree that bits are abuse, but there are bits that are abusive, and that bits can be abusive just as much as the bitless and the hackamores. So, that's my opinion on the bit controversy. So the next thing I have on my list is actually horse racing. Now, horse racing, it's kind of a touchy subject. Most people think that horse racing is just flat out abuse. They run these thoroughbreds that are really young and too young to have solidified their bone structures, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. I think that like in any sport, as you can see in the horse world even, like just doing things like dressage and hunter jumping, all kinds, like eventing, barrel racing. I believe that in every sport there are bad apples who just abuse their horses, okay? And they're just horrible at taking care of them, whatever. The horse racing industry, those horses are treated like freaking royalty, okay? Because the thing is, they bring in a ton of money. There are a lot of things in the horse racing world, like rules and things like that, typically in the countries like Canada and America, where they protect these horses. And on top of the fact, the thoroughbred has become an extremely popular breed recently and has started being bought and rescued from like different things. Typically, you don't have to rescue a thoroughbred unless it's already been to another person, but off-the-track thoroughbreds have been rescued. There's a whole event about rescuing, blah, 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 where you do like a makeover, taking them from the racing into a new discipline. And Dash is eating over here. And so there's definitely room for reform, and there's definitely some things that are an issue. Dude, I put that over your back. How did you get it all the way down to your neck? Hold on, I gotta fix it. There, that's better. Anyway, so my point is do I think that there are some things in the horse racing industry that need to be changed? Absolutely. I do think there are things that can be improved to improve the health of the horse, but I do think that it is a sport that you don't necessarily need to be so, that needs to be so spoke out against in comparison to some sports in the world. I think it's about the individual and the individual circumstances. That's just my opinion. Do not take it as fact, okay? Like I said, this is an opinion video, not a fact video. Opinion number 3. First of all, it's really windy out here. Opinion number 3 is Spurs. And I think just like bits, they are a tool. They can be used to be abusive, but they also are good at communication as well as encouragement. And my hair is all in my face, and I'm sure if it looks as bad as it does for me looking through it, good Lord. Anyway, I use Spurs on certain horses, okay? I do not have to use them on Buddy and Rio, mainly because we have a good communication, and they know that when Mama says it's time to move, that I'm not playing around. So we have a good communication. Now, there are horses who are super lazy and have what they call hard sides, where they just do not respond to that very well. I am not kicking the crap out of them and making them bleed. On top of the fact that the spur that I use is not pointy. Like, it doesn't have a bunch of like sharp points. It is like sawed off, basically. It's like flat points. Flat points, that makes no sense. Anyway, but you get what I'm saying. They're not pointy. They don't stab the horsey. Anyway, do I think that there are abusive spurs? Yes. Do I think that people use them in abusive ways? Yes. But I do not think that using spurs means that you are abusive. Just my personal opinion, okay? These horses look so abused. Look, he's so scared of me. So scared. So scared of my mama. Are you done? I think Buddy's done, though. Yeah, he ran away. I gotta go find him now. All right. Controversial topic number 4. Stalling. Now, this is very circumstantial because there are some people that just can't help it. Where they live, they have to stall, okay? I did not have a very good opinion on this until this one right here got really arthritic in his knee. One of the reasons I say that is because the more that he is up and he is not out walking around, the worse his arthritis is. Also, horses who crib, which is where you'll watch them, they'll stick their teeth on the end of like wood and they'll I know, it was a beautiful representation of that. Hi, buddy. It is from boredom most of the time, and that happens a lot in stalls. Horses get bored. They can have issues other than that you can tell that makes them really bored. It's not good for their brain to be up in a stall all the time. Now, it's not bad for them to periodically be up in a stall. I mean, sometimes they need it. Some horses have certain medical conditions. They cannot be out for long periods of time. Like I said, it's very circumstantial, but in my opinion, the absolute most they can possibly be out in the field, the better. I mean, these animals, through history, God made them to where they would travel long distances, eating, doing. They were meant to be outside and they were meant to be moving, not stuck in one place, if that makes sense. Anyway, if your horse is stalled for long periods of time because you just can't help it, they have a medical condition, that is totally fine. I'm not saying anything about that. It is my opinion, like I said, my opinion, not fact, that horses were meant to be out as much as possible. Excuse me. That was apple cider that I just burped up. Finally, I have the last topic that I'm going to touch on, and that is helmets. Now, do I think that they are safe? Yes, I think that they are safe, and I think that if you are under the age of 18, you should be wearing a helmet, especially if you don't have experience with horses. I think that everybody who does not have experience with horses should wear a helmet. Just my personal opinion. Now, circumstantial, there are kids who have been raised their entire lives around horses, ride horses without helmets from like a very young age. You know what? It's their parents. It is their parents' choice, okay? And a lot of times, they are totally fine. Like, they know the horse. Their parents are going to put them on a horse that they aren't, like, going to trust to take care of their kids. You know, there's just a lot of things. I think, personally, my reason to touch on this subject is this. I think that it is everybody's choice. I think that it is something that you should have the choice whether or not to wear a helmet while you ride, and that people don't need to be so harsh if you're not wearing a helmet. It's the same thing with like the bits and the Spurs. There are certain things that can be either dangerous or abusive, yes, if used in the wrong way. But just because people do or do not use them does not make them horrible people. And my opinion is just that there are some things that we need to let people just choose, okay? People are taking a risk in all kinds of ways. Now, obviously, if somebody's being flat out abusive to their horse, we obviously call them out on that. I mean, I remember seeing the video of, I don't know if y'all saw, the barrel racer that was had an electrocution button under her horse's saddle pad and was electrocuting the horse. That is flat out abuse, okay? That is not a training method. That is not something that is known in the horse world to be a training method. You know, that is something strictly to control your horse in a way that is not meant to be. So, with helmets, personally, I don't wear a helmet when I ride. I don't. Now, y'all might think I'm stupid, but if I'm riding a horse that I am not sure about, that is not something that and in a place that is not safe, I will wear a helmet. Mainly because I just want to be safe. I don't know what this horse is going to do. Okay? But that's why I have a helmet. I keep them for that reason. But I also, if I'm having kids come and ride my horses, anybody under the age of 18, they don't have a choice. They have to wear a helmet when they ride my horses. Even though my two boys hardly do anything. Like, they're the two least dangerous horses, I think, almost in the entire country. That's just my personal opinion. They're big babysitters. But I still make them wear them, just for their safety. Because with horses, you never know what's going to happen. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, these are my opinions, not all facts, okay? Opinions. So take them as such. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it, and it's nice, crazy. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Like, what the heck is with this weather? It's September, and it's already getting cool. So excited. But I hope to see you next time. We're going to do some things. I've got some barn vlogs coming up and the tack haul coming up, so keep on the lookout. Anyways, I hope to see you later, guys. Don't forget, be brave, be brave. Bye, guys. Dashy is a bit of a bully. Not a huge bully. He's just the boss horse. Oh, the wind! Oh my gosh. Look at him. Poor Rio is just trying to enjoy his salt block, and Dashy said, "Get out of here, this is my salt block." That's what it is. It's my salt block. Now I'm talking about you.